Black women spend billions on hair care every single year. But what if I told you that many of these products are actually harming us? Recently, there has been an increase in articles and videos on TikTok and YouTube showcasing the harmful ingredients found in a lot of hair care products commonly used amongst Black women. And these toxic chemicals are found in both hair products, such as leave-in conditioners, butters, relaxers, but also in hair extensions and braiding hair. I've recently came across an article from The Guardian that reported on how 80% of the 4,000 hair products analyzed in a recent study were found to contain hazardous ingredients that often link to uterine cancer and breast cancer. And these specific chemicals were also found in skin bleaching products. And I don't know about you, but I've come across a lot of women from all races and all ages, especially young women, especially Black women who have been having issues with their reproductive health system, such as endometriosis, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, and so on. These findings are pretty worrisome. They should ring alarm bells to all of us so we can be mindful about what we put in our bodies. A few examples of harmful products and ingredients commonly used in hair care products are relaxers and texturizers because they often contain a chemical named lye, or also known as sodium hydroxide, which is linked to scalp burns and fibroids. Another one on the list is edge control and grease. A lot of them contain petroleum and parabens, which have been linked to disrupting hormones. Now, we also have leave-in conditioners and styling creams, which often include formaldehyde releasing preservatives, which have been found to be linked to skin irritation and causing respiratory. Another study done by Harvard in 2024 found that a lot of these harmful hair products were being sold in low-income neighborhoods. So this means that people from lower socioeconomic backgrounds are more likely to suffer the consequences of consuming these products and using these products, and their health problems such as hair loss, scalp issues, premature menstruation in young girls. These issues are more likely to quickly escalate because they're least likely to be able to afford adequate medical assistance, to be able to curb these issues or even find the cause of these issues. So with all this ample amount of information, why are these products still on the market, you may ask?
50% of products advertised to Black women contain endocrine disruptors, compared to roughly 7% that are advertised to white women. Endocrine disruptors can impact fertility and increase their chance of getting cancer. Why is that? Why is that the case?
For starters, beauty industry is loosely regulated, which means that there aren't any strict laws that prohibit companies from adding harmful chemicals to their products. So these hair care companies, businesses can get away with doing so. Another reason is marketing deception. A lot of companies push these products under the label of natural or for Black women. And I say this in quotation marks, even when those very same products contain the harmful chemicals. And it's not like these companies don't know that they're putting these harmful chemicals in these products that they are marketing to Black women. They very much well know this. They do this on purpose. And they also know that most people don't read the ingredients list written in small font, which they do on purpose, by the way. They know that people don't read it. So they get to bank on the fact that the customers will remain ignorant on what they are putting on their scalp. Another reason is that there is a lot of historical bias. Many mainstream beauty brands don't prioritize Black women's health in product formulation, as we have seen in many other sectors like the beauty sector. Black women have in the past been an afterthought when products were made, and hair discrimination is real, even more glaringly obvious in the medical and research sector, because Black women are generally severely underrepresented in scientific studies. Now, with the studies that do include Black women, we do need to make a note that a lot of these studies analyzing the harmfulness of the popular hair care products are done on Black women who live in the West. They live in the Western world. This typically covers Black women in America, the UK, Canada, and other parts in the Western world. However, they don't include Black women who live in, let's say, Africa and in the various African countries. So as a result, there aren't many studies done on Black women in Africa or even in the Caribbean islands or other parts of the world. This means that there is a huge research gap that needs to be filled as soon as possible, since a lot of the products that Black women use in the West are also commonly used in these other places that I've mentioned. And it's a similar case in various African countries where they don't have strict rules and regulations on the harsh chemicals being used in products. Although they do have access to a lot more natural and organic ingredients like shea butter, Jamaican castor oil, argan oil that they can use, which won't disrupt their health. And with all these discussions that have been emerging, discussing about these harmful products, there have been a few people on social media who have stated that all of this is done on purpose because, as we know, historically, the West has a long history of using Black women's bodies to experiment and carry out medical research. And I say medical research in quotation marks, using very cruel methods. Others say it may be related to population control. Who knows? But there isn't much information to substantiate these claims. However, I would say they are still worth thinking about, because who benefits from putting one demographic in particular in danger? Now, with all this doom and gloom, what are we going to do? We're going to need to protect ourselves and choose safer products. So here is a list of things that we can do, if you haven't already started to do so, to protect our scalps and also our health. So number one, read the ingredient labels carefully. Okay, so the ingredients to avoid or try to avoid as best as you can are parabens, formaldehydes, majority of sulfates, mineral oils, and lye. There is actually a website called EWG Skin Deep that has a database of around 12 or over 12,000 products. And you can search an ingredient on there and it will show you whether it's harmful or not. And it will rate the product on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being very dangerous for your health and 1 being, and I will link it in the description box for you, alongside some of the other articles that I have referred to in this video. Secondly, choose brands that prioritize clean ingredients in their products. Okay, so some examples of Black-owned brands that sell products with clean ingredients are Camille Rose, Melanin Hair Care, Afro Shensix from the UK, and there's a few more. Comment down below if you know any more clean and natural hair care products so we can spread the word far and wide. Another thing that you can do is you can start using DIY alternatives and create your own butters and your own creams. This was a very popular trend during the natural hair movement, where people were creating their own concoctions of leave-in conditioners, hair masks, using natural ingredients. Right? So you can bring this back if you haven't already done so by using ingredients like shea butter, aloe vera, flaxseed oil as ways to style your hair instead of using toxic edge controls and styling creams. And like I said, it's not all doom and gloom. Fortunately, we are living in the era of digital information where pretty much everything is at our fingertips. We have the power to make informed decisions and also expose the entities selling harmful products. So this is all I have for today. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that these toxic products are sold to Black women on purpose? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and I'll see you in the next one.